my business off. This is a great time for you. I also believe that the small businesses that make it through this recession are going to do very good on the other side. Because if you can make it during a recession, once things start getting better, you all are going to prosper and you're going to succeed. That's one of the reasons that I'm doing what I'm doing. That's one of the reasons that I'm sharing social media with you. Not only do I have a business that takes care of social media's business needs, but also if I can just come and share some things with you about social media, maybe you can take some of the things that I've shown you and actually go back and apply them. And when I share things with you, that's the intent. If we can all be successful together, guess what? We're going to be on the other side in Tahiti. We're going to be on the other side downtown having drinks. That's what I'm really looking for. That's really what I want us to do. I'm not much of a podium person. You may see me leaning on it, but other than that, I like to walk around a lot. So you'll probably see me doing that. So who is this guy, Mike Bitter, that's standing up in front of you now? Some of you all I know. It's great to see you here. Thanks for coming out and spending time with us today. I used to be a project manager. And one of the things that I always did was I always had a small business. That was just, it was in my blood. It's in my family's blood. And the last business that I had, I decided that I need to market it differently. The way I was marketing the business that I was in was not working. It wasn't bringing people in. The first thing I found is, and I also used to be a teacher. I used to teach at, it was probably, I guess, one of my small businesses. I used to teach at Clarkson College. I taught there for 4 years. And one of the things that I started realizing is that when I want to do something, the first thing I have to do is just make up my mind that that's what I want to do. When I decided to teach at Clarkson College, I had never taught a day of college in my life. And I decided, I want to teach. I want to teach what I'm doing. And lo and behold, about the third phone call I made, and it didn't have anything to do with me teaching, was, Mike, how would you like to come and teach at Clarkson College? And I said what I just told you. I've never taught college before. They said, we've seen you speak. If you go somewhere else and teach college, we will drag you back here. The door just flew wide open. So what I did was, I said, I've got to figure out a way to market my business that's different. So I opened the door. Let's see what happens. I ended up, I don't know how I did it, from Omaha. I hooked up with a company in Austin, Texas, and they taught me social media marketing as they knew it. This was about 2 years ago that this happened. I also realized, because I have been in IT before, that this market is going to move. And what I mean by that is it's going to change. It's forming. There's a lot of people that are saying, we're doing social media marketing, and that's great. They may be doing Facebook. They may be doing video for websites. I've seen that called social media marketing. What I believe social media marketing is, it's a combination of social platforms networked together to get the information that you have to the people who want what you have. There are groups of people out there that want what you have. They just don't know you exist. One of the things that I pride myself on is, I said I put CDA America, that's a Consortium of Dementia Alternatives. And I sat down, I had done a presentation for Toastmasters, and one of the people in Toastmasters came up and said, Mike, we're thinking about putting this together. Can you help us? Can you build our social media network? Although I'm working with about 10 to 15 businesses right now, not only building their social media network and or handling their entire social media for me. What I'm doing with CDA America is, this is all pro bono work that I'm doing for them. CDA America, what we've decided to do is, what we're putting together is dementia. We're finding dementia happens. Alzheimer's happens. How do you as a person deal with that? And so what we're doing through social media is we're putting information out. We've teamed up with the largest retirement communities here in Omaha, And what we're doing is taking the information that they are learning with their residents, and we're putting it into CDA America. And what we're doing is we're reaching out to other groups and saying, guys, this is what we're doing. Have you tried this? Or what are you trying in this area? What we want is we want the grassroots. And really kind of what I'm doing is I'm explaining social media to you as I'm talking about this. We want to know what John in Alliance, Nebraska is doing about his grandmother. What has worked with you? One of the things that we put together, Eisner used to be the CEO of Disney. He threw a gauntlet out there and said, intergenerational relationships, share with us what you're doing in your town, in your community with intergenerational relationships. If we like what you've done, we'll give you $100,000 just to go ahead and grow this. This isn't Mike, this isn't Affordable Social Media that's doing this. I'm working with CDA America to get them that Eisner Prize. And Affordable Social Media was awarded a $1,000 bonus for getting this to them on time. What we did was we highlighted the social media network. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me see if I can get this in a little better. Oh, looks like that's about as close as I can get it. I tried to get this to where you can see this. What I wanted to show you with this is that Constant Contact has endorsed Affordable Social Media. About 2 weeks ago, we had some presentations. Constant Contact had presentations down at the Holiday Inn Central. There's a few people here that went to those presentations. I was asked to speak about social media. Next thing I know, I get an email that says, need more help with social media? Mike Bitter is a great local resource that's ready to help. Mike is our Constant Contact solution provider in Omaha. So I just found that out a couple weeks ago that I'm one of their solution providers. I'm pretty proud of that. Constant Contact is a huge company. Because I was a teacher, I like putting objectives. When you leave here, hopefully you'll have a common understanding of what social media is. I'm going to caveat that. This is what Affordable Social Media believes social media marketing is. You'll have an understanding of our business model. Identify social media platforms, whether they're the platforms that I talk about or platforms that you've seen. When we went into business, what we decided to do was we can't be everywhere. We can't do MySpace. We can't do Delicious. We can't do everything. We picked 4 platforms and we said these are the platforms that we're going to stand on. Once we understand those platforms, for instance, Facebook, we know Facebook very well. We could probably take that information and apply it to MySpace. So what we're doing is we're learning different types of platforms very well. I'm going to identify those, and hopefully by the time we're done, you'll understand the value of social media marketing. You get 100% return on your investment with social media marketing because social media marketing does not cost. Everything I'm going to show you is free. It doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything that I'm going to talk about that is a cost to you, I will let you know. Social networking, I like laying the groundwork. What is social networking? I could not find social networking in the dictionary. It's not there yet, which is a great opportunity for us in social networking because we can start putting together that dictionary. We can start putting together that language. I believe it needs to be done. Social, likely to seek or enjoy the company of others. Networking, the biggest things is the cultivation of productive relationships for employment or business. One of the things that I want to stress is social networking, okay? It's talking to people. It's building the relationships with people. Building a relationship with people sometimes takes more than a day or two. Sometimes takes more than a month. But once you've built that relationship, if you know somebody who sells cars and somebody who doesn't, who are you most likely to talk to? That person that you built that relationship with because you can trust them. the chances are they're going to be the first person you talk to when you go to them. That's what we're building. We're building relationships with customers. It's not, here's a 20% coupon, come on in. Somebody grabs a 20% coupon, they run 5 copies of it on their copy machine, and they come in and visit you, not because of who you are, what you have to offer, but because you're offering 20% off. That's one way to get customers. I'm not saying don't do this, but this is a way of building relationships where people will come to you because they know you. They want to do business with you. This is a computer network, the establishment of a computer network, but these methods of communication are known as media to show you how old that this is. This description is in recent years the internet has become an increasingly important part of media. No. The internet is sometimes the demise of businesses. There was a person that was at an American Airlines ticket counter. They were not happy with the service they got. They got on Twitter and said, guess what? American Airlines just did this to me. Within about 15 minutes, corporate was calling the front desk where that person was standing and saying, what's going on? That's the power of what's going on here. Of social media. It is already there. This is the co-founder of Twitter, Biz Stone. This was in USA Today. He said this is a social revolution with the pulse of society. The pulse of society. You can find out what's going on right now. One of my clients, they have a card that you can use at restaurants, and they're talking about using this card and this and that, and I want to find out who is using this card. So what do you think I did? I went on Facebook and said, where was the last place you used your card? I want to find out from them. Who has used their card the most? I said, who's used your card the most? And within 5 minutes, bam, I had an answer back. I used it at 3 separate restaurants. What did that tell me? If I'm that company, what did that tell me? Who's using that card and how much they're using in my card? Then I said, where are you using your card? What I'm doing is I'm doing market research. All you have to do is ask people. They love telling you. They love telling you when things are going wrong, too. It's the pulse of society. You may laugh when people will tell you what's going on wrong, but if you're not on Twitter and somebody's slamming your business, you may not realize why business is starting to fall off, or why people may not be watching you anymore, or talking to you, because something is going on in social media that you don't see. Pulse of society, Twitter power. We're learning from ourselves in real time. This was May 25th of 2010, USA Today. This is the front page, just to show you. It did come out. It did come from USA Today. Twitter power. It's hitting the front pages. It's happening. When you watch WOWT Channel 6, if you watch WOWT, what do the news always talk about? Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. You want to say something to us? Come out to Facebook. Say it. Now they're starting to make people stars. This is what Joanne says about this. They're getting the pulse of society. Real time. So as I was looking, I see all these national stories, and I'm like, well, when's it going to come home? When's it going to come home to Omaha? I'm sorry, I'm probably standing in your way, aren't I? When's it going to come home to Omaha? This was in the World Herald. Social media turns into the creator of jobs. It's happening. The people that work in my company, they are unemployed, or they're looking for work. So that gives me the opportunity to bring people in that maybe need something to hold them over. So yes, social media is creating jobs. That was just January 10th. And I believe that was in the money section. Did anybody see this? Okay. I have a couple more that I made up that I'm going to show you. I try to find out what you read first, and then I just give you another publication. I have a whole list of these things. No, I don't have to. I don't have to make them up. It's happening. It's happening in front of us. And it's not where you want to be in 2011. Where do you want to be in 2012? The reason is because a story that I read is that businesses will be spending 40% more this year on social media than they did last year. Are you going to be part of that group of people who are going to get your social media presence in 2011 or in 2012 when a lot of these businesses are already there? Are you going to go, now it's time? It's up to you. That's why I'm here. Social media market. This is what we consider our social media market. I'll tell you what, I'm going to even cut this down because we don't, although I have somebody on my team that deals with websites, I'm going to throw this out and say, we don't. Usually by the time I walk into a company, they spend a lot of hours, a lot of money, a lot of headaches on building their website. I pretty much leave that alone. Although we have the capability, so do you all. I mean, what an awesome package you guys have. That's great. So, spend some time with these guys. If you're thinking about redoing your website, if you're thinking about taking over your website, consider that. Okay, social media market. This is what we're going to talk about. Blog, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Why do I have email marketing in there? If you notice what I've done is I've set this up kind of as an arrowhead. Everything is headed towards email marketing, and it's not because I just found out the other day that I am a solution provider for Constant Contact. When I built this business model, email marketing was the final. This is where I believe you need to be. Again, this is Affordable Social Media's business model. You're looking at it. Where I'm coming from with this, email marketing. Why I like the email marketing. When I started looking at social media, I said there's a lot of people who are telling you how to do Twitter, Facebook, and blog. So what happens when you get all these followers? What happens when you have all these? Yes, you can market to them, but when you market to them, your competition sees that also. And they see what you're doing. I'm doing that. I'm going and looking at famous Daves. I'm going out and looking at some of the other people who are having success in social media marketing. I'm saying, can I use that? Once you get someone's email, first off, that is one of the most private things we have nowadays. I get tired of it being abused. There's a couple of businesses here in Omaha that bam every day, and guess what? The old delete button, delete. So I don't even know what they're trying to present to me. This you have to take care of. Those are your customers, your email list. When I was growing up, my dad had a business, and he had a customer list. And that was like under lock and key and put away because that was his money. I believe your email, the emails that you have are that same customer list. These, if you have a customer's email address, they want to do business with you. They trust you. You can work one-on-one with them. I read an article about a company that they said that if you want to keep up with the trends, look in the magazines, the trade magazines, keep up with trends, find out what everybody else is doing. Well, that's great, but by the time that you read about it, the trend is already set. The trend is already in place. And you're seeing what your competition is doing. Do you want your competition to see you? I really like working one-on-one because there's a whole bunch of things we can do in email marketing to find out what the people that are reading your email, what are they doing after that? What I'm saying is if I put a link to a website in an email, I can go back and see whether you clicked on that link or not. I can see whether, is that even interesting to you to go to my website? In that email, I may give you a couple of articles that have to do with either what I do or have to do with what you do. Is it interesting enough for you to click on that and go to that article? That's what I want to know, because what I want to do is I want to give you what you want. I don't want to sell you what I have if you don't want it. But there may be something in what I have that you want. It's my job to find that out. Just put it in a couple words, market research. That's all I'm doing. Okay, social media marketing. I think I've said enough about email marketing. I really believe that that's your pot of gold. Let's back up. Let's back up and how do we get people over into email marketing? Twitter. I use Twitter to build my customer base. That's the best way to get out and talk to people and say, you know, this is who I am, this is what I do, and let them know what you offer. It doesn't take anything to stick a link in your tweet when you send that out and say, I've only got 140 characters, but you know what? I've got an article I think you'd be interested in. Click, they go right to the article. Make it as easy as possible for people to go to the information that you're giving them. So Twitter is where I build my customer base. It's the quickest, fastest way to do that. If you're curious about my customer base, I'm about 15,500 people. It took me about 8 months to get to that level. We are building Twitter at about 200 to 500 followers per month. Those aren't the people we're following. Those are the people that are following us back. Businesses are just going crazy, going, Mike, how are you doing this? That's what we do. CDA America, we had no idea it was going to explode the way it exploded. I mean, we are getting people from all over the United States in nursing homes, nurses, doctors, the Alzheimer's foundations. They are all following us with CDA America because they know what we have to offer. Facebook, wow, Facebook is awesome. If you decide, okay, I'll go ahead and throw this out. I was going to say it. If you decide to do just one social site, I would say Facebook. I don't like to restrict myself personally to just one site, but if you need to do that, I would say Facebook. It's fairly simple to use Facebook. It's fairly simple to talk to the people on Facebook and get people to do things. And I don't mean underhanded. I mean, if I put a story out there about social media, the top 10 things to remember when you're building your social media network, if you're interested, great. If you're not, it just goes on by. That's the beauty of social media marketing. It's not interruption marketing. You're not right in the middle of your favorite TV show. Somebody's ready to shoot someone and all of a sudden, boo, get a Juicy Fruit commercial. and then what happens? You go, what was that commercial? I don't know. Because we've gotten to the point where we are blocking out commercials. We don't see them anymore. Do you remember what the last radio advertisement you heard on the way in? Just think about it. Yeah, but what we're doing is marketing. We put information in front of people. We don't say, you got to buy Juicy Fruit, come on out. It's only 25 cents for a stack of, a pack of 5. It's putting information out. Maybe the benefits of chewing gum. The benefits of having an extra pack around. It's not trying to get you to buy something that you wouldn't normally buy. Facebook is great. I'm going to talk a little bit about Facebook advertising also, and I'm going to try to stay on time. I figure Mike is probably going to say, okay, time, stop. Blogging. This is awesome. The reason I started doing blogging, one thing is blogging is happening. There are people who are doing nothing but blogging and making lots and lots of money. That's not what we're doing it for. The reason that we blog, there's a couple of things. Blogging, first off, you can go out to blog. We like using WordPress.com. It's free. It's easy. I like easy. Blogging, 2 reasons we use it. One of them is that this is a place that you can go and show people who would come to your blog that you're the expert. You know, I have someone that I'm working with. We build their Twitter like crazy. They've been trying to build it for over a year. We went in and we just found the right niche, the right way to connect with people. Before he knows it, he's got 3,000 people on Twitter. He said, okay, show me the people in Omaha. I want to know the people in Omaha. I know in those 3,000 people, there are people in Omaha, but people started following him from all over the United States. And he said, but we don't want those in there. I said, okay, but what happens if he got a call from Rosenblatt Stadium and said there's 3,000 people down here that want to hear about your product? I really doubt he's going to go down there and say, well, you're from Denver, you're from South Dakota, so you guys need to leave. Okay? Because the guy from Denver may be really related to someone in Omaha. And what if this guy from Denver moves to Omaha? You may have lost a customer. Plus, he's going to talk to her, and she's going to talk to him, and pretty soon, oh, wow, I've heard about you before. all I am is like a one-man business, a one-person business. Not me, but you can say, all I am is a one-person business. Oh, but I've heard about you in South Dakota. Social networking. Twitter. I'll talk specifics. 75 million users. This is the way I see those 75 million users. There's prospects. 330,000 unique visitors every month on Twitter. That is incredible. So how do you get people that are out there that want what you have? You give them information about your business. I like this saying that you give them the sizzle, you sell them the steak. You give them the sizzle, tell them how to fertilize their yard. Tell them when to fertilize their yard. That's the sizzle. You're giving it all to them. The steak is, you want us to come do it for you? I just told you what it's going to take to do that. Do you want us to do it for you? Give them the sizzle, sell them the steak. Twitter biz. Twitter is still growing rapidly, driving consumer awareness. It is happening. People are talking. I have a dentist I'm working for. Set him up on Twitter. Actually, we set him up on TweetDeck. It's another one of my secrets. TweetDeck, you can put keyword columns in there. You can track you, your business, your name. You can track your competition in TweetDeck. Put a keyword column in there, and anytime anybody talks about you, your competitor, in Twitter, you're going to get a message in that column. Go in a couple times a week and say, oh wow, you know, somebody is talking good about me. What am I going to do with that? I'm going to send it. I'm going to let everybody know that I got a compliment. So what if somebody slams me? You're already slammed. Hey, what happened when you were there? Tell me about it. Let's see if we can fix this issue. You've done two things. You've taken care of a customer and you've done it in public. People are going to see how you take care of your customers because they're watching. Because I've got somebody in California watching me, and don't ask me how she found me. But the beauty is she likes what I have. She wants what I have to offer. Twitter users are actively discussing products and services. It's important to monitor conversations about your business. Do you know what people are saying about you on Twitter? Do you know what they're saying about you on Facebook? This is a way to find that out. Keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on, especially when it comes to your business. Yes, they are actively discussing products. There's a lot of noise out there. I'm at Mr. Goodsense. The Omaha Mall. I don't know if you know when Justin Bieber came here. He went to a mall here in Omaha. They did a YouTube video on his way over there. I'm going to the Omaha Mall. You know, it's caught on. That to me, I'm a business person. That to me is noise. But in between that noise, there are people who are asking questions about you. One of the things that I always like doing is one of my keyword columns is Omaha. I want to know what's going on in Omaha. I want to know if somebody in Omaha is saying anything about my business. I want to know who's in Omaha because I want to do business with them. If one of my keyword columns is Omaha, every time somebody comes up that's in Omaha, I'm going to follow them because I know they're here. This is where my business is. Definitely, and it's there. It's right in front of us. All we have to do is just go out there and take a look for it. It's an effective social media marketing strategy, but you should include multiple platforms. I honestly believe that. To maximize results. Pew study. Pew is a company who watches internet. What are the trends on the internet? If you're curious about that, look up Pew. They look at everything. Who's on the internet? When they get to the internet, what are they looking at? What is the internet doing to our families? Where's the internet headed? These are the people that do all of that. Okay, the reason I put this up is because some of my clients have target ages that they want. This tells you what those ages are, right there in Twitter. So let's say you are shooting for the 18 to 44 age group. Okay? That is 49% of the people on Twitter are between the ages of 18 and 44. Wow. If that's your target group, you may want to consider being out there. They're there. Facebook. How many people have Facebook? How many people have a business page in Facebook? Okay. Everyone. When you get back to your job, set up a business page. Okay? It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Several things. Social media, even if you don't use it right away, go out and get your name. Go out and get your business name. I'm talking to you now. There's other groups of people that are doing it. They're going out there and reserving, they're getting their business name. It's getting harder and harder for me to grab business names because somebody else, somewhere else in the United States is doing something. The Omaha Beef. Who knows who the Omaha Beef is? Okay, indoor football league. Do you think I could find Omaha Beef? No, because Omaha Steaks has it. Okay? Set up your business page. People will find you. Okay? When you set up your business page, if Facebook says, okay, now you can set up your profile. Say, I don't want to set up my profile. There will be a box that comes up because if you set a profile up on your business page, it will link it as your personal business, and you can't do that on Facebook. I don't know why they let you do that. And I think there's even something on there that says if you put your business profile, if you put a profile on here, it's no longer considered a business profile. It's crazy, but just don't do that. Facebook, get your business page. It doesn't cost anything to get out there. One of the other things with social media is when you go into social media, be consistent. You don't have to post every day. If you post every day, chances are you're going to get more business. You're going to get more exposure, but stay consistent. If you don't have time, post on Tuesday and Thursday. Post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Stay consistent because what will happen is if you're posting Tuesday, Thursday, and someone sees that you posted on Tuesday, they'll go look on Wednesday. Well, you didn't post. Then they look on Thursday. Oh, they posted on Thursday. Next week comes around. They'll get used to you posting Tuesday and Thursday. Stay consistent. It doesn't have to be a lot. If nothing else, tell people what you did in your business today. Facebook's the world's largest social network. There's 4 parts to that: private, business, and fan. Those are the pages, and then there's advertising. Private is your own personal account. I keep my private and my business separate. 2 reasons for that. I don't necessarily want my business people to know what my family is doing. Second part of that is, does anybody know how many friends you can have in your personal account? 5,000. At 5,000, you cannot have any more friends. Okay? Biggest mistake that I've heard people saying is they use their private account, they hit 4,999, and they just can't get any more people to become their friend. It's because Facebook has that limit. Use your business page. Drive people there. You can have as many people on your business page as you want to. Your business pages are for business. Fan pages are for like rock and roll groups, movie stars, things like that. If you want to edify yourself, do a fan page. Tell all your friends to fan you. Become your fan. Okay, that's that. Advertising. Facebook has spent a lot of time on advertising, setting up their advertising. If you haven't done Facebook advertising when you get your business page, go in and take a look at it. This is so sweet. But to get to advertising, it's not real easy. It's not obvious. Go to the very bottom of the page, and you know those little blue letters down there? You get to my age, you have to put on your glasses. One of them is advertising. Select that. Facebook walks you through it. The beauty of it is that you can almost pinpoint your advertising. You can say Omaha, 18 to 24, that are making this much money, that have graduated high school. You can put all those parameters in there, and then there's 2 ways to pay for it. One is pay-per-click, and the other one is pay-per-impression. An impression is when it shows up on a Facebook page. Okay? A click is when it shows up and somebody actually clicks on it and goes where you want them to go. You're in charge of it. You tell them where you want them to go. But what I would suggest is if you're going to spend money on an advertisement and you send somebody somewhere, when you get them there, make sure there's a call to action. Okay, I wanted to know about social media. Mike sent me to his website. Oh, that was fun. I don't want to lose that person. They're interested in social media. I need to have a call to action on my website. Call us. That's a call to action. Contact us. If you tell somebody to call you, make sure that you have information in there. Either they can click it and go to a phone number, or it's right there in front of them. Because people are already there. You already have them there. Pay-per-click advertising, you can set how much you want to pay. You can say how much you want to pay per click, and you can also establish a daily limit. If you say, with the demographics you set, as you set demographics, Facebook will tell you what your reach is. If I say Omaha, college grads, 18 to 24, it'll pop up with like 323,000 people is your potential reach. And then you have to bid on your clicks, so you can bid on those, and then say, I only want to spend $50 a day, $20 a day, $5 a day. Once you've reached that, Facebook takes your ad down. So that way you can control your spending. Let's flip this around. Let's do a Facebook advertising. Had a guy do that. Got 810,000 impressions. He got 810,000 impressions. He only got 2 clicks. I said, how much? And he said, what's going wrong? Could be your ad. I said, how much did you pay for your clicks? 65 cents each is what he paid. Took him $1.30. He paid $1.30 in advertising. He's got 810 impressions. Chances are he needs to change something in his ad, telling people to take action. So it cost him $1.30 to find that out. So you spend $1.30 or however much you're spending. You find out when people are clicking on that ad. Then you go back in and you target that time frame. It's a great way to do market research. Tagging. If you take a picture, let's say I took a picture of everybody, go home, upload it to my Facebook account, and I put everybody's name that is here on that picture. Everybody that has a Facebook account will get that picture on their wall. It is a great way to get out to people that you may not be able to reach. Because when it gets on somebody's wall, chances are their friends are going to see that. Oh, wow, you were at the Small Business of the Association Midlands meeting. Yeah, I was. How did you know? I saw a picture of the group. This is how things go viral. All of these things, find the ones that you feel most comfortable using, and that's what I would use. My 12-year-old daughter can probably tell you every picture on everybody's Facebook page. She also goes in and tags. So what I do, I monitor what she does. And I see, she gets people that friend her like crazy. And I'm going, oh, I saw that you told people. Anyway, she does crazy stuff, so I keep plugged into her. Facebook statistics, 300 million active users. 55% of Americans have Facebook accounts. Half of them log on every day, and probably half of those people are at work. Spending it. Hey, I'm on Facebook when I'm at work, but that's my job. Average of 19 minutes a day on Facebook. Compare that to Google. The average is 2 to 3 minutes a day. This is huge. How long people spend on websites? That is huge. You're going to see Facebook go through some changes. I've seen some things that they're doing. I honestly believe it's going to get to the point where it's going to be hard to tell between a Facebook and a web page. That's where Facebook is headed. I've already got my guys working on the code on how to do that because we've seen businesses do it. And we've been in a few webinars where they've talked about it. So Facebook is really, Zuckerberg's got his stuff together. Who would have ever thought that a one-time senator would become president of the United States? He's president now. You know one of the biggest pushes and one of the reasons he got there?
Internet.
Exactly. You know what he did? He went to Facebook. He's not the only one. President Bush, he did a book. He wrote a book. Went to Facebook. Said, how do I advertise it? Facebook rolled him right through it. Obama, he went to Facebook and did the same thing. He said, hey, I'm getting ready to do my campaign. I'd like for you all to help. Show me what I need to do. The co-founder of Facebook stepped down and went to work for Obama during his campaign. Wow. He got elected. That's the power. Facebook advertising, kind of tricky demographics. We've already talked about that. Blogging, you're the expert. Blogging makes you the expert. Regular entries of commentary, events, or other content. People like knowing about you. They want to know about your business. I'm afraid if I come in and talk to you, you're going to talk me into buying something that I really don't want, but boy, you're a good salesperson. Okay? I can sit home at midnight. 65% of the people, before they come and talk to you, they've already looked for you on the internet. They have looked for you on the internet. Maybe your website didn't pop up. Maybe your blog pops up. Maybe your Facebook doesn't. What we're doing with social media is we're putting you on all of these platforms. So when somebody goes out there and says, I want to find out about this, bam, there's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's their blog, it all pops up. They're going, wow, this must be the real deal. These people know what they're talking about. When I put my dentist in on social media, there were no other dentists on social media. Guess what? He had the market. He is the one that knows what he's doing. That's the appearances. Because he's on Twitter. He's on Facebook. He's constantly out there. He's in YouTube. Good content. Put good content out. I have people keep saying, oh, well, we don't want to tell people that. And I said, why not? That is what will differentiate you from your competitors. They want to know that you know this. You don't have to give them your business processes because those are very valuable to you also. But tell them what you do. Give away the sizzle. YouTube videos, wow, they're up 1,500%. Television ads are down 33%. I love it because I get more time on my TV show. Largest video site on the web, 300 million worldwide visitors a month, 100 million of them are in the United States. People find you on YouTube. It's free. Do a YouTube video. Go to YouTube and get your name. Get your business name. Put a YouTube video. Have somebody sit there with a flip camera and just say, hey, this is Mike Bitter. I work for Affordable Social Media, and this is what we do. To contact me, here's my website. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. Things like that. People are looking for you. Email marketing. Caring for your clients through email. Give them what they need. People need to know how to fertilize their yard. They need to know how to take care of their petunias. They don't want you to come out and go, oh, you know, that's going to take a special kind of fertilizer. I don't know if you can find that kind of fertilizer. And you sign up and they go down there. They go down to the hardware store, the same one you would have bought the fertilizer. They didn't tell you anything. They just told you that they're the only ones that can do it. Well, I'm the kind of person to say, I'll bet you're not. I'll go and talk to other people to find somebody else. Care for people, especially with email, with everything that's going on email right now. We're getting some incredible open rates. Average open rate is between about 15 and 20%. We're getting incredible open rates, upwards of 35% of people. We're getting about 12 to 15% of people click through to something else that we've offered them on our email rates. And we're just loving it. The reason we're loving it is because we're getting people what they want. Sure, it's going to end up hopefully being money, but it's about building a relationship. For me, let's have a relationship. Maybe I don't want to do business with you. You know, maybe you don't want to do business with me. That's fine. But if you just go to my Twitter account, there's 15,000 other people that I can talk to. Automate email marketing, send goodies. Those are what we've been talking about. Value. It's all about value. Even though I'm a smaller company, I want to give more value than that big company. Maybe people will pay a little bit more for my services because it's a little more personal to them. I'm going to come in and set this up and see you later. Value does work. That's it. That's everything? Am I doing okay on time?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to open it up. Are there any questions? Yeah, go ahead.
Because there's so much noise on Facebook with so many social things, can LinkedIn...
Admin, I work for Community of Omaha. We help small businesses with their insurance needs and retirement planning, and also I'm a training recruiter, so I know your things sometimes.
Hi, I'm with a fairly new management consulting group called Solutions Plus. We help develop people in areas such as strategic planning, organizational development, HR processes, and management development. And I have to tell you, one of our first clients is Huskett Company. So, wish me luck.
I hope so. Nice to meet you.
Good morning. I provide what I call crash courses in business communications, professional image and etiquette, career transition, and also customer service with Transformation Academy. Check out my blog. There's lots of good information on there. I'm Rita Rocker.
Countries here, we thought it would be good for them to interact with you today. Thank you.